China cut off direct ties with Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen's government after she came into power in 2016 because Tsai's Democratic Progressive Party was founded on the promise of independence, and her government seeks to deepen ties with the U.S. In fact, Tsai's government's ties with the U.S. has improved much better these years after several of U.S. officials came to visit Taiwan, and bilateral ties are increasingly improved, which probably aroused more anger from Beijing. China has increased its military, economic, and diplomatic pressure on Taiwan. On military front, China regularly sent its military aircraft into Taiwan's Air Defense Identification Zone, which is a buffer zone outside of Taiwan's airspace. Earlier this month, China sent 150 military planes in 5 days into Taiwan's Aegis, while the U.S. and its allies held military exercises in nearby waters. The Chinese Air Force made more than 600 incursions into Taiwan's Aegis so far this year, compared with over 300 sorties last year. Other than that, since 2016, China has lured away a third of Taiwan's then 22 diplomatic allies. Only 15 nations now, mainly small ones in the Pacific and Central America, recognize Taiwan, after Kiribati became the latest one to switch ties to Beijing in 2019. And China has barred imports of several of Taiwan's agricultural products. While Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen has repeatedly offered to hold direct talks with the Chinese authorities, Beijing says Taiwan's government must first acknowledge it is part of China, something Tsai is unwilling to do. The U.S.-China clash over Taiwan has re-emerged as one of the world's biggest geopolitical risks, according to some defense analysts. While the world's superpowers have plenty of incentives to avoid war, China's rapid military rise and increasing incursions into Taiwan's Aegis have raised the risk of miscalculation. Last week, Beijing urged Washington to abide by its agreements to keep troops out of Taiwan after an American defense official confirmed that some U.S. military advisors have been deployed in Taiwan. The confirmation comes a day after the White House announced a virtual meeting between President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping before the end of the year. It remains to be seen whether both sides can find middle grounds on various issues, including the one in the Taiwan Strait.